It's all original. It's all what? It's all original. It's all what? It's all original. It's all what? It's all original. It's all original. It's all original. It's all original. You never seen it like this. I got something you don't wanna miss. The best part, I got you on the list. All access, pass on the wrist. So hands up, we gonna celebrate. First look, you do a double take. All day, every day, first place, trophy case. It's about to change the game. It's all original. It's all what? It's all original. It's all what? It's all original. It's all what? It's all original. Styling like a trend.
Hey everybody, welcome to PlayVS. I'm Skiff, with me is Cy, and we've got some high school Smash Bros action coming at you with the CHSAA, which is the Colorado High School Athletic Association. I actually remembered all that. I'm very proud of myself. But Cy, how you doing today?
I'm great, mostly because I didn't have to do that acronym. How you doing today, Skiff?
I am very proud of myself. Actually, it's been a bit of a rough week, but that was definitely a high point. And I know that my brain's still functioning.
Yeah, that's a trophy moment. Like literally, I was halfway through the tweet and I was like, I don't know the acronym for today. And I've been doing so many collegiate events. But as I was saying before this call started, we're doing high school Smash today, which honestly, not a hot take. They're probably better than some of the college kids.
For sure. I mean, we definitely joked
until you
about
get to
it.
like Riddle's territory or something, but you know, like most of it, yeah. But
I mean, I don't even know if like Riddles is in college, but anyway, that's besides the point. I know actually there are a few. I remember actually Send had joined a college team for a little bit, and that's just one dude you don't want to run into online or offline. But either way,
I'm sure he just body people. Yeah,
yeah. But we're gonna be getting into our first match here very, very soon. Just a reminder, and basically, what's going to come down to is going to be 3 players taking on 3 other players from the other team, and they're going to compete with each other in a best of 3 sets. And basically, if someone wins the first 2 sets, if one team wins the first 2 sets, they win. So basically, it's like a 2 out of 3 within a 2 out of 3. So it's going to be a little interesting here. But either way, if I'm not mistaken, even if one team is able to take the first 2 sets, I believe we are still going to play out the 3rd set, try to let these kids play out their game and do their thing.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, because like it's one of those things like, all right, your team might have already won or lost or whatever, but you still want to, you still want everybody to shine and play and practice and all that other stuff. Exactly. Or also you might have a situation where like somebody didn't get to play and then like body bag on the game they already like can't win, and like look what you guys, So I love seeing scenarios like that go down. But yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, there's so many like young players that are just like super gifted right now. You got obviously Zomba's talk of the town, of course. Spargo, there's Shattuck, like all these young kids that are just like gods of the game. And this is like the age when I think all that starts. Like Leo was like 13, 14 before he became Leo. Spargo was somewhere in the womb to make a top 8 at like weeklies and stuff. Like it just be like that.
Oh,
but it's like we're getting right into this. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting right into the action. The first 2 players we got coming up here, I believe, are Echo and Paraceto. It looks like we're going to get some of that Kazuya taking on Robin action, so this will be very interesting.
This is going to be really interesting. Here's the thing. If Echo reflects any one thing, it is life-altering for Robin. It doesn't look like it matters because that was definitely a fast 0 to death, but Kazuya's Reflector is, in the best way I can put it, busted beyond belief. It's like 4 times stronger than it needs to be. And Robin, she's able to keep him out with projectiles. That's the goal. But, you know, you just don't want to have any of that come back to you. However, he's really cooking in the neutral right now. He's only taking 51%.
Yeah, but there we go. That's huge. And actually going to take the stock with it. And that's what it
Oh
really
my
comes
God.
down to. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it really just comes down to Kazuya just getting that first hit or two, and the damage is already there. You're just going to start blowing up stocks. Oh, my goodness. Was that 36 off the forward smash?
Just a raw F smash, just to send a message. But I love that, like, he got the side B, and instead of even going for like the optimized combo that I'm so used to seeing from like watching like all the top Kazuya players, he's like, you'll die right now from like just EWGF just straight up at the ledge. Like, this character's insane. Yeah,
no, and they have no fear. They just continue to do what they want to.
Oh, they got it. Oh, no, they got it. Okay.
Okay. Gets the grab, goes for the back throw. Here, Smart puts Robin off stage. It's definitely going to be a tough spot for them. I thought they were going to go for a down smash potentially to try and get a 2-frame, but no, they are going to get back on stage. Now we got Paraceto going to be eating that L Thunder. Not L Thunder. What's it called again? Thoron. That's what it is.
Thoron, yeah. Thoron. So here's the thing. He didn't die in that exchange from that Kazuya combo. He took like 1 billion damage, but now he knows like, hey, I need to be 1,000% of my P's and Q's. Like, that's one of those combos you get hit by, you're like, all right, cool. Now I know everything I need to know about you as a player. I know how I want to play this matchup. But a down throw from 0 can potentially seal your stock out too.
My goodness. Not only were they able to get the stock, but they kept the rage drive in order to put 67% immediately onto this stock here. They got a couple of hits. Gonna eat that Thoron, though, but right now we do have Paraceto in an amazing spot. Considering how slow he kind of started off here. Oh, he tried to go for the Waveland again. Paraceto, man, you gotta settle down, guy.
Ooh, nice. We got the ladder combos. See, the high school kids know how to play Smash. I knew it. I swear to you, I see better high school talent than some of the college kids every once in a while. I promise you. But yeah, both these players seem to have like optimized strings. I love it.
Oh, that was Kazuya with the sword for a little bit. Tosses it right at Rob and just goes crazy. Tries to land the forward tilt with a rapid jab instead. Ooh, this is a tough spot to be in. Both of them are at KO percentage, and there we go. The forward air from Robin will close that one out. A good first game, actually, for Echo here. But, man, Paraceto, that dude is going ham. Kazuya's, I know they like to hold forward because it's really their only game plan, but I do see them play a bit more reserved. Paraceto had no regard for their own stock.
No, and it's insane because that started out with, like, a 0 death. I'm like, oh, okay, so I see what's happening here. And then he's like, nah, you're going to die at 50. You shouldn't have been at the ledge. So both these players are just speed running each other's stocks at this point. Like, to start off with the 0 death and end it with a last stock, 98% high pressure situation is just crazy to me. Like, oh yeah, he really turned that around.
It was actually kind of insane. But we're gonna see a switch to the character. Now see, this is where I get a little disappointed because while I love to watch Kazuya, I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Inkling. But you know what? If there's a comfort thing going on here, Kazuya is a character that requires a lot of technical input. And in Inkling, not quite as much, but Inkling also has a smaller frame. When you dash forward, you actually melt into the stage as well, so that could actually help them approach a lot more easily. But as we can see right here, the damage is already looking much better than game 1.
Oh, for sure. And I like that he was already just ledge trapping with just neutral B. I think that tool is just, especially after the buffs, it's just insane at this point. I do not know why Inkling got buffed. I think people just forgot the character was good. But the character's honestly insane. I think they're just kind of suffering from like Pikachu syndrome where like you just don't see them. Oh, wow. Did he lose his jump on that down tilt? Maybe?
I'm not sure what happened, but what I do think is after the Splat Bomb, I think that they wanted to recover low. And what happened is after the Splat Bomb came out to try and force a higher recovery, they still opted to not go high because they didn't want to get punished that way. So they were probably trying to really thread the needle as quick as possible or as low as possible and just ended up losing the stock. So might have just been a misplay overall.
Yo, Paraceto is crazy good. Oh my God. But of course, arc fire to down smash. Really smart stuff. Not enough to kill just yet, but Paraceto definitely gonna have to be on notice for not shielding. God dang it. The neutral B that like hangs on your shield. I can't remember the name of it, and she says all the spells, so I feel goofy. But just gonna have to be really careful in shield, which she might not. Paraceto might not have to shield that much anyway, just because, as you said, Inkling just melts into the ground. But right now they're definitely up 2 stocks, looking pretty comfy from the mid-range.
This is looking much better. And a great grab, too, using this Splat Bomb to actually create pressure on the shield, allowing them to get that grab to put them off stage in the first place. But look at this, a nice little ladder combo getting 66%. This is a much different game altogether after that game one. They are looking strong and in control.
Yeah, and Paraceto was looking for a roll read, too, trying to end it all early with a side smash to the ledge. I do like that both these players are taking full advantage of PS2. They've both displayed some crazy ladder combos with all three of the characters we've seen so far. So this is going to be a hype set no matter what happens from here.
All right, absolutely. Okay, there we go. Ooh,
Nice, yeah.
I like the attempt there. Their spot dodges all over the place, and the high recovery and actually getting back to the stage without any real hassle. That was smart. But now you got to deal with this Inkling who's just getting through all of your attack plans, just busting through your defenses, just trying to get as much damage as possible. We might see a 3-stock here, Sai.
Yeah, we're almost there. It looks like Echo's just really, truly getting smothered. And Paraceto's movement outside of like being really aggressive is really good too. Like you saw him like run up and then just empty hop. Just oh my god, no way that killed! Oh my god!
I think the L Thunder actually connected with the Splat Bomb, but they were still too close for the Splat Bomb to not hit them, and that's actually what set them off. So honestly, Paraceto, you're actually kind of insane, and now I can kind of see why we do see that Kazuya pick come out from them in game one, because they have no fear, and when you have a character of more mobility, a little dangerous. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, that looked. And here's the thing. I think Robin is a pretty solid character. I don't think they're like incredible, but I definitely think they're much better than people think. But a character like Inkling, that is a strong counter pick. Like you're gonna get outmaneuvered. You're gonna have a lot of like pretty safe shield pressure come from them, especially if they start abusing neutral B, which Paraceto already was right at the beginning. But even outside of that, just Robin's projectiles just feel much less useful in that matchup. You have to keep them out, but you don't have the projectiles to help you keep them out. So it's just rough, I think, on Robin's side.
It definitely is, yeah.
I don't know if Echo also has a pocket character to switch to, or if it's even like necessary, but that's definitely a matchup that I can see being in Inkling's favor, like for sure.
What I would like to see if they stick with the Robin is honestly more defensive play. Try not to commit to any options from far away, because we know how fast Inkling can get into your face. But once you have that Levin sword, right, there's a lot of options here. We're going to see the switch to Byleth anyway. But when you do have that Levin sword out, not only is it fast, but it covers a lot of space. It can really mess Inkling up. But we're going to see the Byleth come out to play here. Byleth, obviously a character that's getting a lot more notoriety. Still a mid tier, by the way, 100%. But no, this character is absolutely insane. They've been insane for a long time, and more people are starting to realize it. The distance demon that they are. They've got a lot of great moves. Honestly, Violet's Nair might be like a top 3 Nair, easy peasy.
Oh, that's a top 3. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That Nair does so much. I see Leo eat off like free tech chases and just like awkward situations with that Nair all day. Like it's really good. The landing hitbox especially is the main thing.
The landing hitbox is insane.
Because there's no animation for it. It's just like, it's just out there, but Violet is just kind of like vibing. You can't really react to it. You just have to know.
Yeah. Well, right now, the Violet doesn't seem to be quite the pick, and that's part of the problem is, yes, Violet does have a lot of great hitboxes. The problem is that they're still a little bit slow. They're a little bit faster than Robin for sure, but you kind of need to get in a bit more. You kind of have to play that close-up game or mid-range game, but that's also where Inkling likes to play as well. So right now, Echo's got to figure out a way to get around this and try to build a new game plan because, man, Paraceto's going in.
And again, Paraceto taking advantage of that neutral beat. I promise to God that move is the Bible. I really want people to understand how good they made that move in this patch. But yeah, up close and personal, Violet isn't out of this by any means, as long as like she's consistent throwing those nairs out. But these strings from Paraceto are just looking incredible. Great reversal.
The splat bombs are on point. This is looking so good.
Ooh, nice. All
right. Well, right now, the Splat Bomb coming in, not going to be able to get that edge guard that they were looking for. But 152, honestly, a back air or an up air.
Or
the also very
fourth
strong.
Up air.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's called conditioning, okay?
Yeah. It's like, I'm not even like dogging on it because it's like, she couldn't punish it from there. Like, if she started an air, I think he would have been able to drift down and avoid it. So he was like, one of these is going to hit you, and there's no consequence. So, like, I respect it.
Now, this is definitely one of the spots where Inkling shines. It's against characters that have slower frame data because they can put out so much pressure here.
Ooh.
As we can see, oh my goodness, the up smash. Not quite going to be able to take the stock yet, but 117.
No.
And is that going to be it? Just barely living. Good DI.
I literally was like, I'm in disbelief with the skills right now. But you don't see a lot of people like actually punish Byleth for hitting their shield, especially when they're landing with like Nair. But good stuff to have another up smash. Good stuff to have an up smash at the ready. that definitely shows a lot of matchup experience because most people they get hit by Byleth in air. They either don't know what's going on or they respect that it's insane and just do nothing. But to actively be like, oh no, I'm gonna kill you for trying this is just a bold move. I'm proud of anybody that tries that. So, congrats to Paraceto on that dub. That was pretty good stuff.
That was actually a huge turnaround, especially after that game one, which was close, and it just absolutely just turned it completely on its head. So you could definitely see that the Kazuya is a pet project in the works, and that Inkling was definitely been there for a hot moment. But the thing I want to point out is at the very end there is the unfortunate swordy grab range coming into play. Where they're right in your face, and you go for the grab, but you still don't get them for some reason. And then obviously we saw Paraceto take advantage of that with the up smash from Inkling to take out that final stock. Honestly, just well played from Paraceto. Turning that around 2-1. That's what we like to see here.
What do you think? What do you think Echo could have like maybe done in that matchup a little bit? The only thing I can think of is like maybe, and I don't even know if I fully agree, but like maybe like spacing really really carefully with like down tilt and just trying to like keep them at the mid range. But Paraceto was just schmoving, dude. I don't know what they should have done really.
Yeah, well, I mean, either way, they're definitely trying to figure something out here. But I do want to correct myself. This is going to be best of 5. So excuse me for my mistake earlier. But yeah, that just means Paraceto is going to give us some more Inkling. And honestly, like I mentioned before, I'm not usually the biggest Inkling fan right now. But the way Paraceto's playing, this character is pretty sick.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord. These edge guards are looking really good, too.
Oh.
Again, of course, Aegis, incredible character. You know, great pick in pretty much any matchup. But Paraceto's movement is just... he's outmaneuvering a Mithra, which says a lot because Mithra's movement just by nature is just god tier. Like
yeah. I mean, they got great aerial hitboxes, top 5 move speed in the game, by the way, which is funny because Pyra's also like the 5th slowest character, Mithra's the 5th fastest. But yeah, yeah, definitely a very fast character with frame data in a match. So yeah, definitely a combo machine, and you could basically switch to Ganondorf at any point in time. Yeah, this is definitely a trouble character.
Yeah, and I like that he's been, of course, doing the tried and true, you know, rack up the damage with Mithra strategy before you like switch off to Pyra. But this is probably the time. Oh, or you can get a sweet F smash and just go from there. Never mind. No Pyra needed right now.
Yeah, Mithra smash attacks are pretty decent. If they don't take the stock, they're definitely able to put on a lot of damage, that's for sure, or at least give you some good positioning. As you can see right here, Paraceto's slightly struggling to close out this stock here, just barely misspacing some stuff, and it seems like Echo is starting to kind of get their engine running, and hopefully it's not too little too late, though.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, 1 or 2 more exchanges, and we can see things start to even up. Ooh! Or a big-ass F-smash read in the center of the stage. I will say Echo's going to have to be really careful because Inkling has a beautiful, like, down air to snuff out that side beat, which is coming... Oh, they didn't go for it. Mithra's recovery is, like, really exploitable, and those disjointed down airs are just a nightmare for her. So characters like Diddy, characters like even Ness, all those characters can just really body her when she has to come back to the stage, but opting to go for down tilt instead, perfectly fine edge guard. There's not a whole lot she can do about it.
Oh, yeah, no, down tilt is actually kind of insane on Inkling, too, so definitely just a good option coverage right there. Especially with that side beat, you do have to be careful with Mythra because it does have a lot of crazy active hitboxes, of course, as we see it right before our very eyes there. But there we go, we're finally seeing this Pyra come out to play. They want this stock for sure. The side B not going to be able to take it off the top. Thank you to Kalos for the higher blast zones.
Oh, nice up tilt, recognizing that they were running behind her. She is not out of this just yet. Just 1 or 2 more strings, and we can have an even match here. And good awareness to go from the 1-2-3 into the multi-jab instead, just to make sure they didn't get that up throw. That definitely could set up a lot. Oh, but here we go. Here comes the Inkling jab. That's the other thing that stinks, too. Like, you're playing, like, sort of honest neutral with Inkling, but, like, 2 jabs, and now you're in, like, the danger zone, basically. Like, it's just tough.
Yeah, it definitely is a little rough here, but there we go. Huge back air, not going to be able to be enough to take it. Getting back to the ledge for at least 1 more. Can they turn this around?
We're starting to get in that Pirate Dare up smash territory. We're about 20% away. Oh, wow. It really looks like that should be the end of Echo, but Paraceto has not found a way to maneuver around that side B just yet, on stage at least.
There we go, finally closing out that stock, and we see the Inkling counter pick go on a 3-0 rampage after Paraceto lost that first game with Kazuya, and honestly, that's what I like to see. I mean, you could just see it as soon as the first game ended, where Echo felt a little comfortable, right? It was a close game, but I mean, what's not a close game when you're taking out a Kazuya?
Right.
just could not find the answer after that. And you know what? Sometimes it's just adaptations are just something you got to work on and try to improve your game with. But great stuff from Paraceto.
I will say, if nothing else, Echo definitely seems to have like a lot of characters already. Like, I don't think I've seen a whole lot of Robin, Mithra, Pyra, Byleth players like all of the same person.
You play one sword, you play all of them.
maybe that's what it is. You know, maybe it's just light work. You pick up Lucina in an afternoon, and you're like, all right, cool, got it. Give me Crom or something. I don't know. Maybe it is like that. I don't know. But yeah, the Inkling definitely seemed like the wave, and I don't think the Kazi was bad by any means. Like, I think that set could have gone the same way if they had just stayed Kazuya too. It's just cool to know that they're playing both of them at like a high level, because that landing Nair into offstage Rar Bear, that was not like somebody just picking up Inkling for the first time. That was somebody that really knew their confirms well.
Listen, if there are kids playing this game, it's without a doubt, even if they don't main the character, they know how to at least play Inkling and Steve. One of those characters is a guarantee. And I'm not even trying to make fun of these kids, because they are absolutely insane in these games. But they just guaranteed they know how to play one of those two characters. There's no dodging that.
The Steves are going nuts. Like Doorstop from our region tweeted, he was going to a regional. He was like, I don't even need to check the bracket. I know you guys are gonna seat me against like the crazy 12-year-old Steve player. And then like he plays him, he's like, I almost lost it. Like it just be like that. Like all the kids play Steve, and all the Steves are just insane. And they all play differently too. So you can't even like, you can only learn the matchup so much, because there's just so many variables in the way that character plays neutral. Like it's scary times.
It's just a wild character too, and I love watching Steve players that incorporate building blocks more into their game plan, because obviously Steve is strong without them, but just the absolute chaos that comes out when they start putting blocks all over the stage. It's like, oh, we're playing on FD. Well, I'm going to put a platform right here now. All of a sudden, so
yeah,
that's like, yeah, this ruins my counter pick. What are you doing?
it screws up counter picks. Two,
yeah.
Controlling the pace of the match is so incredibly important in Smash, and Steve, because he can do that, I feel like he always has control of the pace. As soon as I'm doing whatever my plan was, it wasn't for a block to be here. Like, no one's game plan is for a block to be at like, you know, jump height, and they just had to like play around it. Like it's just a really strong character in the meta. But who knows? I also would bet you $1 Canadian that at least one of these people plays Steve somewhere before the night is over. We're going to see at least
probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But however, I do want to remind everybody just once again that these are going to be best of 5 sets, and we're playing 3 sets. And regardless of whether or not, I believe Creek took the first W, even if there's a 2-0, we will still play the 3rd set here. We like to watch our players all get their time to play out here. But I'm not sure what's happening here, but it looks like we're getting right to this game. We're going to see the Greninja versus the Puff. And you know what? There's still hope for these kids when you see a character like Greninja come out.
Oh, definitely. I think Greninja's really cool. Underrepresented, but I think the character is definitely solid. And speaking of solid, I think Puff is actually starting to get some shine in the meta too. We're seeing base mage go off. H-Box is starting to get some better results himself. Like I think Puff is she's only up and up, no pun intended.
Yeah. No, I mean, Puff's super good. Definitely got some really solid buffs at the end too. Like really solid buffs.
Really like, good, yeah.
Like jab 1-2 in the back. It basically gave Jigglypuff Jair, which is just the absolute most insane thing. Because this character's already super strong as it is, and then like you got all the rest confirms as well. But yeah, base mage definitely huge, really showing why this character is as strong as they are and not bottom 5. That's 100%. But for Ninja, also a character with high vertical mobility, and also a fast faller, and then just quick on the ground as well. It's got plenty of combos, and some of them are pretty linear, but the fact of how consistent they are really shows through.
And especially considering like dash attack is just such a scary confirm. It's like if you didn't react to it, you're gonna get bodied. But like if you did react to it, there's not much of a punish really. You know, it's just powerful. I do like that Connor's perfectly fine playing a little bit of a slower game plan. He's actually playing more of a grounded game than I normally see from a Jigglypuff, and I like that it's a little different here. Like he's not just like spacing bear in your face 4 or 5 times hoping it hits. He'll do like maybe 1 and then just kind of reland and see how you react to it. So he's playing this really passively, but so is Ray. He's not necessarily like trying to force his way in either.
Yeah, he's definitely just not floating around in the air just because he can. And obviously with Jigglypuff, I would definitely 100% be doing that. But it is good to see a more grounded approach. I feel like that's just something that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people love to jump in this game and they get punished for it, right? So once you're able to figure out a more grounded approach, you're able to catch your opponent jumping or just overcommitting too much, like that dash attack right there, you're able to get your aerial punished. We just saw that Nair come out. If they actually had gotten any other aerial, they would have been perfectly fine.
Now, this is where things are actually going to get a little bit scary for Ray, because at this point, as we saw, because of Puff's lightness and all the rage, like dash attack and all the things that you normally see for a confirm, he's out of the confirm windows. Like, that Nair isn't going to lead to anything, dash attack isn't going to lead to anything, so he's going to have to, like, straight up get, like, a raw read or a parry F-tilt. There you go. He was well out of the confirm windows, so he needed, like, something crazy to take the stock, but he does take the stock, and now he's sort of got an advantage, but at 176, do you really, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if, Ray's able to continue to build up some extra credit here. Right now, not looking too bad, but the falling up there from Jigglypuff and Connor is going to take their first stock here. Only taking 21 in the process and now taking a nice little percentage lead. It isn't much, but it's definitely something.
Yeah, I've actually never seen falling up here at a disadvantage take the stock from Puff, but it's good to know that that's a combo break tool that she has.
Yeah, I mean, Jigglypuff's got some decent buttons, especially in the air like that. Nair is also really solid as well.
Oh, yeah.
Has a strong hitbox into a nice weak hitbox that can allow some nice little late hit combos as well. So we'll definitely see if they can try to find a way to incorporate that. But there we go, 50%, 77 falls with the Nair after the counter hit the back here. It's huge.
Yeah, going high, not even going to take the chance, risking being edge guarded by Jigglypuff. Totally get it. And a rollout coming through. All right, knowledge check, knowledge check. That is a move that can really catch people off guard. Sometimes they don't know when it's going to cross your shield up, or sometimes they don't know how much shield damage it actually does.
They were trying to slip right through the up smash, possibly with a back air to get a punish on that, but barely got hit by the very last hit of the hitbox. And that's huge. What a great Nair off the stage, getting the stage spike to close out the stock.
Oh, all right. Tried to land with the forward air, but Jigglypuff, honestly, she kind of... beautiful Nair for the edge guard. I couldn't even start that sentence. But yeah,
they were going to go into that. I thought they were going to go into rest after we saw the drill.
There we go. Now we're seeing some pretty high damage streams come out of Connor. Connor's like, all right, I'm done with the waiting game. I'm done playing passively. Catch these hands, like straight up.
There we go.
Which is honestly pretty neat.
We got H or Ray here with. Okay, was trying to go for something. Oh, God, the shield break. I knew it was coming, man. We saw it the first time, and someone didn't learn their lesson.
What did I say? It's a knowledge check. I said verbatim, people do not know how much shield damage that move actually does. And then, boom, 50 seconds later, shield break. Like, it's terrifying. If you block the first one, get out of there. Leave. You in danger, girl. Get out. Go.
Yep.
He's in the basement.
At that point, with how high they were, like, and how much charge was on that rollout, I think no matter what, they had to jump. They had to essentially jump out of shield. Because if you had just dropped shield to take the hit instead of the shield break, you might have still lost your stock. You probably have to be absolutely insane on your DI to make it work. But yeah, the shield break was definitely coming out. We almost saw the shield break the first time. The first time he called out the knowledge check, I'm pretty sure that would have broken shield too if they had held it. But here we go in this small battlefield. That's going to be the counter pick here, as both players are going to stick with their characters. And honestly, I think it's looking pretty solid. Ooh.
Connor is like scrapping with Jigglypuff. I like that, actually.
Oh, God. They were going for the two frame and that down smash, and that thing sent at a ridiculous angle.
Oh, not going to get the edge guard they wanted. I mean, forward smash is a good idea. She is going to come up with an aerial, so, like, I get it. But the spacing was a little off, and now you're dead for it, getting caught off stage. You rarely think of Greninja as a character that, like, gets edge guarded much, especially he has so many different angles to come back from. But if anyone's going to do it, it's definitely going to be Jigglypuff.
All right, yeah, no, for sure. Jigglypuff is actually just really insane here. But okay, clanking with the up smash. All right.
Okay. Yeah, now we're going back to that slowed down neutral. Oh, yeah, I think this could be tough for Greninja because, like, okay, beautiful F smash. Beautiful F smash. What I wanted to say was that a lot of the tried and true Greninja confirms, like dash attack and Nair, Puff might be too light for, like, a lot of them. So Ray's gonna have to, like, focus a little bit more on reads than Greninja normally would have to. And then he just F smashed him in the face, which is honestly
Yeah, you might. I think you're on something here. It definitely is a bit of playing the longer game, because if you're not able to close out those stocks with some hard reads, you definitely have to go for the long game with some high damage. And we saw that quite a bit in game 1.
There we go.
Game 2, yeah, was able to get the forward air hit, but unfortunately just not enough to close it out. Going for the falling up air, that was a little bit scary.
The aggression. Be like, look, I will risk my life for this 7%. I'm about that action, bro.
Chic players be like. But here we go. All right, back onto the stage. Great hydro pump, getting right back in the center, right when they're off stage as well. But looking kind of decent here. You got to be careful going off stage against Jigglypuff. They got a lot more resources than you do.
Yeah, I don't think I would challenge that too often. Jigglypuff's just got 1,000 jumps and so many like great aerials to like catch you at the ledge if you're slipping. Not the and wow. Greninja's great at edge guarding, but you know sometimes you got to pick your battles.
Yeah. I do like their mix-ups with the recovery, though. It definitely goes to show that H has been in this spot before quite a few times, so they're definitely, you know, taking their approaches carefully, and also just kind of mixing it up, just trying to keep Connor on their toes. But we got the rapid jab right there. Connor's still in a strong spot.
Oh wow, no tech on that back air. That was really good. But of course, a couple of pounds later, I don't even think she actually jumped. I think she's just fine. Like,
yeah. There we go. We got that forward tilt, putting them right back off stage. And there's that tech. I've actually seen a few Greninja try to incorporate that, where they'll actually hydro pump at an angle away from the ledge and then back to the ledge. And what happens is it actually ledge cancels it, and it gives you a free grab on the ledge as well. Oh my goodness.
No, go to bed!
What a read. And that's a tough spot, especially on these types of stages with the platforms. If you get caught in a situation to tech there, that Jigglypuff can get a strong read on your roll, whichever way you go. It leads to a situation like that.
Yeah, that's rough. That is really unfortunate. I don't really know what the right answer was. Like, that's you hit
your tech beforehand.
Yes. You cannot land there and not tech. Yeah,
I would say it's either that or wait for them to do the sing and then try to punish with a get up attack. That's like the only option I could think of. And even then, I don't even know if that would have definitely worked. That was just a tough spot to be in. I don't blame them for not getting the correct option, because let's be honest, about 99% of us wouldn't.
No, yeah, and it wasn't anything super obvious. It was just like a really innocuous like single attack, like a falling nair or dash attack. I don't even remember what it was, but God, yeah. That's unfortunate. Great play from Connor, though. I want to see if Ray can turn this around.
I mean, Ray, it definitely has had some moments of greatness, but it's definitely been tough overall, as we see Connor just go on these crazy tears, just closing out stocks, getting some great punishes as well, because they got no problem doing these onesies, twosies, and then take out the stock later on.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like Connor's starting to get in a really good space where, like, you're starting to see him like slowly just kind of dash around Ray's approaches. Like he'll just like backdash once, expecting like a dash attack. You see him like outspacing when Ray's going for these dares. He's definitely started to figure out Connor's game or Ray's game plan pretty well.
Oh yeah, no, they're definitely looking very comfortable at the moment. But here we go. All right, definitely trying to bait out an option here. Huge punish. Yep. Hey, batter up and struck out. Actually, my goodness, what a rough spot to be in.
I love it. I love to see it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, you win some, you lose some. That's kind of a big gamble. Oh, but these down smashes. No! Get it, 44.
Jigglypuff down smash sends out some of the most disgusting angles. It's actually kind of messed up.
That is a brutal angle. A character with as much vertical recovery as Greninja could not make it back in the 40s. That is insane to me.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's just... It's a rough spot. Like, Greninja's recovery isn't bad, but when you continuously get caught up in a situation like that, it definitely was because you lost your jumps. You weren't able to really quite mix it up, going for the 2-frame there. Connor looking to end this game quickly.
I fully held my breath. I was like, please not again. Like, not again. Nice. All right, down tilt to forward air. Okay, that confirms on Jigglypuff. That's good to know. You know, we're pretty deep into this, but... All right, mashing thing is crazy. Is that a thing? You can just mash that out of disadvantage and just hope it works? Like,
I don't think it's something that generally works unless like you throw out Sing and your opponent's trying to overextend the combo. So that's the only time I could see that actually working. But that's about it. What I do want to see from Connor actually is a bit more grabs, especially in these scenarios towards ledge, with Greninja having as much percentage as they do. Because that's one thing we were talking about base mage earlier, that base mage incorporates super well. That forward throw from Jigglypuff is actually ridiculously good.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff from that move post-patch. I'm actually excited for the Puff meta to, or at least the Puff meta to try in this world dominated by swords.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I'm excited to see the results that Puff has been getting. And yeah, Connor's pretty gosh darn good. That's how I'm gonna put that. That kid's pretty good.
Connor is pretty good. And that's the thing is like Ray wasn't even playing bad. We saw a lot of the good stuff. Like Ray was hitting their confirms. It's just I feel like they got caught up in one of those holding forward moments, right? Where you get frustrated and you don't remind yourself, hey, I got to dial it back. Because Greninja has the tools to poke Jigglypuff from afar. Like they can do that. Water Shuriken is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But Connor, man, they were just ready and they were getting some strong punishes, actually going to be able to take that 3-0.
I think it's one of those things where it's like, this is much easier said than done. But when you're in a position where your opponent just stops pressing buttons and they're just like walking slowly and like punishing your movement options and punishing your approaches, like when you realize that they're that locked into you, you have to reset and you have to build a new game plan on the fly, because it means that your habits have picked up. It means that like what you're comfortable with is not working, and you have to just. It is so much easier said than done. But if you ever recognize, it's just you as a viewer or a player, if you ever recognize that you're in that situation where you're just getting read really hard and neutral, you just got to restart. You just got to reset and be like, all right, these things haven't worked. What might work? And just try stuff. Exactly. Even if those things aren't like guaranteeing you like huge like neutral wins, as long as it's like getting that conditioning washed away from your opponent, then it's worth
exactly.
it to just reset, you know?
Yeah, no, that's definitely a huge thing. And the thing is it's like trying to reset your game plan and recognizing that mid-game is hard. It sounds easy, but it is so hard. But anyway, we're going to be getting into our next set here. I believe it is 1-1 Thunder Ridge versus Creek here. And now we're going to be getting into our final players, which I believe are Rug and Puffy. Puffy is the Bayonetta, Rug is the Joker.
All right, well, in case you don't know, I am in the region of Geist, a god tier Bayonetta. So I've seen so much crazy stuff from this character. Due to being a victim, I have decided that this character's been good for a pretty long time, and people are just now starting to kind of see it. Of course, and we have the tried and true Joker. Honestly, as soon as he came in the game, never really left top 4, I think. He's just a very strong character.
Oh, yeah. No, Bayonetta, you're absolutely right, is still a good character. It's just that the character has actual weaknesses now. It's not just a free character to play. But this character is still very strong. Don't let the Bayonetta mains tell you otherwise. But not only is the character strong, like the character's good, the combo game's there. They do struggle a bit in some situations, like once they get in the high damage percentages. But against characters that, fast fallers can be a little bit of a problem too. But like characters, as long as you're able to get those nice reads, you're going to be able to get your damage for sure. Like that's guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. And Puffy's going to have to be extra careful on that spacing, because as we saw, Rug was just in neutral, just spacing with Arsene back here. That is a death sentence. Like, you can't ABK that. Grounded side B might also get tagged. Like, you got to be really careful around that kind of move. Ooh, nice. Oh, but the Bayonetta is Bayonettaing once again. A lot of characters died there.
Getting
a lot of characters died there.
Nair 1 is actually like kind of tricky to land with Joker, but what a great edge guard there from Puffy. Gonna be able to get that edge guard out. But yeah, Nair 1 with Joker into up air. I got the drag down too. And then we saw Bayonetta do Bayonetta things. Just kind of absolutely took that combo away from Rug. It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, there was a clip that happened when Geist was playing against Dark Wizzy, where like Dark Wizzy got what would have been like a stock taking up smash, and then it got bats within, and then he got 0 death from the bats within. And it's one of those things like, guys, this character's still doing what she does. Like, don't get it twisted.
The character's still good. That's why I didn't buy into Bayonetta deniers. And the reason why I know is because Bayonetta deniers continued to play Bayonetta. They knew what they were doing.
Exactly.
But either way, we are going to see the stocks up here. The percentages does stay a different story. And man, we saw Rug try to go for a early stock right there, trying to get that down with the Arsene. You will see Arsene disappear, but not without taking more damage.
Yeah, that was a ton of damage. Everything's back even. Also, I love that. He's like, look, I got about 3 seconds of Arsene left. What could happen? And just goes straight for like the hardest possible punish you can think of with that offstage dare. Like, didn't work out, but I respect that mentality completely.
I mean, they're playing like they still got Arsene at the moment.
Honestly, right.
Ooh, okay, Rug actually went for the down neutral B there. And there has been a combo going around for a little bit. If you actually been watching any of Void streams, you can actually like footstool root down gun, and you can actually carry people all the way across the stage. I think they might have attempted to do that, and they just barely misinput it. It's a tight input too. If we can see Rug do that, that'll be actually insane.
I forgot about that, but yeah, that stuff has been crazy. And honestly, we saw Nair drag down in the up air up smash, so this person labs all the optimal Joker stuff. So we could definitely see that throughout this set.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, from center stage, full rage Arson back air is going to take that stop.
Once they landed that down air, actually Puffy was trapped. There was no way they were going to be able to get out of that because they air dodged immediately, right? So they missed the up air, which would have confirmed it to that side. But because of the air dodge lag, they ate that back air from Arsene, and that was 100% cleaning that up. And Rug with a strong lead here, 57, 58, just continues to tick up.
Rug's been doing a good job of mixing in those side Bs too. Like he's playing like a careful mid-range like neutral, but he's also like tagging those side Bs in there every once in a while just to get that extra free damage.
Well, what I think the big thing is here, and it's a big plan that I think a lot of Jokers kind of miss out on, is that Joker's neutral B is really good. Like it is a really good move, and I feel like it doesn't look like it because it's not the super impactful thing. Like it's not going to take a stock for you, but the amount of disruption it brings to neutral as well as damage you can take up is actually kind of insane.
Yeah, it really is, and especially considering like the versatility of it. Like grounded, off stage, it can actually be like pretty nuts against certain people's recoveries, like a Chrom or like a Belmont or something. Like it can just actually just be like straight up death for those characters. Like it's good. Oh, another back air. She's got to come from a pretty linear angle. Great recovery, great patience. Gonna survive that situation. Arson is gone. This could be decent for Puffy if Puffy can make it back to center stage. But right now, these forward tilts are just a no-go zone for her.
Yeah, no, and actually Puffy was a little brave there. Actually was wall clinging at the ledge. And if Rug was actually ready for that, they could have ran up and potentially down tilted into something, even a down smash. But there we go, the back throw. A lot of great pummels into that.
All right, I thought we were going to see a back throw right there. This is anybody's game. Both players really, really high percent. Oh, Nair won in a fair. I love it. I love that Rug is like very comfortable doing these landing Nairs for confirms. And another wall clean. Puffy's going to die from that jump read up air, but got to be really careful about those wall clings. Like, yeah, it's a mix-up. You didn't grab the ledge, but like Joker has crazy hitboxes. Joker can F-smash you from like almost roll distance for doing that. Like,
and what I really got to point out is just the neutral B usage from Rug, especially towards the end there. We saw a few ABK attempts or even grounded heel slides that were just stopped in their tracks because they were using that neutral B to their advantage and just stopping them. And like that, like, have you ever fought a Mega Man? You fought a Mega Man before, right?
Yeah, I used to live with a Mega Man, so.
you know how frustrating it is when you are approaching and you are trying to get your game plan in motion and those pellets stop you in your tracks, right? And you're like, this is the most frustrating thing. And that gets to you. And that's essentially what Joker's neutral B does as well. So I can't imagine what sort of mental damage that they might be putting onto Puffy just in that scenario, but that came in clutch at the end there.
I almost wonder, and by the way, just when we're talking about trauma, I was living with a Mega Man / me gunner as a Snake main. So I was down tremendous. But I almost wonder if Puffy will start to recognize those neutral Bs are coming and then just like maybe mash a second side B. Right. That might work. I'm not 100% sure. But as it stands right now, yeah, Rug's just getting a whole bunch of free damage. I still think Bayonetta's neutral is better than people think, but Rug's playing really, really well around it.
Well, one of the big things here is that Rug's doing a good job staying grounded. We gave Connor a lot of credit for that, but that's also where I think a lot of Bayonettas get a good amount of their neutral. Is they want you to jump, which, again, a lot of people love to jump in this game, and they try to catch you with their ABK so that they're able to put on that 40, 60%.
Oh, nice. Another witch switch coming through. Okay. I haven't seen the super duper crazy Bayo combos just yet, and maybe I'm commentators cursing that to happen. But I think that's kind of what we need here because these neutral wins feel few and far between for Puffy. So we're going to need to see some really optimized combos to like kind of make up for it.
Yeah, it definitely started off strong in that game one, but honestly, Rug's adaptation in the middle of game one into now has been astronomical. Like, yes, they are taking some damage. There's no way you're not going to take damage from a Bayonetta, but like they are playing around Puffy's game plan really, really well. They're not giving up free hits. Okay, that's like the first ABK we actually saw connect here, but they've been spacing everything really well.
Oh, godlike! That was so smart. Yeah, Puffy literally by like the extension in her hair was just dodging those bears. But it is inevitable. I mean, Arson back air it's just a factor for such a large portion of the match. Eventually going to go down to it. But the spacing was really, really, really close, and he got some pretty good damage from avoiding it.
Yeah, basically
As long as
just
you could.
dashing in and then turning around, jumping away, and he just did that over and over again. That was actually really gross. And then they got the grab with punish as well. Like Ruggs actually, I think they really know what Puffy wants to do. They're taking advantage of every misplay.
Yeah, they're definitely keyed in on this matchup. But another beautiful back here from Puffy, once again coming from the ledge and going to give him a stop. I feel like it's crazy that in this matchup we've seen Rug get crazier combos than the Bayo. But
Yeah, I mean, Joker does have some combos. We've all seen them already. But, okay, bit of a misplay there. I'm not sure what that was about, but no punish, so no harm, no foul. As you can see, both of them trying to play a little bit of neutral.
I feel like I always kind of underestimate like how big that flip kick hitbox is, because Rug was like retreating away in the air and like still got tagged by that move.
Yeah,
it's kind of slept on how big that move actually is. I might have to check the hitbox after this just to see.
it's definitely a move, that's for sure.
I might need the Carfax.
Definitely recognizing the heel side advance, and they got the parry on it with the punish as well. Look at this, continue to punish any use of side B. It's actually terrifying.
I think she's just gonna have to like, I think Bayo's just gonna have to like recognize the side B isn't necessarily going to be like super effective, and just maybe run in for like some dash grabs or even just a dash attack if you have to. But something to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Close but no cigar on that.
All right, there we go.
Throw. Yep.
The forward throw, putting them off stage. They could probably take their first lead or real lead here with a stock coming up. They were fishing for that back here. You can see it.
They are finally not dealing with Arson at kill percent, because that synced up a lot for Rug, and that's been really detrimental for these matches. But now he at least gets to kind of, sometimes you just do that instead.
The Bayo special. They are not a real Bayo main unless they SD at least once.
It's true. And then, unfortunately, came back and did 3 side Bs straight from the Angel platform.
Yep.
Oh, but you got a witch time. Wow, the last hit of that up air saved Rug's life. He was about to get tagged by that up smash. That's really unexpected. And I know that when Bayos get witch time, sometimes you see them go for like a jab one or like an up tilt or something, so that doesn't happen. But I would not have expected to get hit there either. Like, I fully get it.
Yeah. Oh, man. But you know what? Even with all the adaptation that Rug has been putting into their game plan, Puffy's also been doing a good job of actually changing up some of their approaches, and even, honestly, just brute forcing some of their approaches as well. Like, despite all the adaptation, they are still very much in this game.
All right. Still in a pretty good spot, like at these lower percents while Arson's out. And I like this kind of hit and run game plan. Oh, wow. Dare to back air. I can't believe how much damage that did. But one combo should get rid of Arson just about. Oh, wow. The reversal up air almost leading to an up smash for Rug. That would have been insane.
Okay, there we go. The forward tilt. The 1 and the 2.
The 1 and the 2. I have not punished that move yet. I promise you. Joker's forward tilt is so good.
Joker's forward tilt is very good. It's quick. It's a nice little ledge trapping tool as well, because it's 2 successive quick hits. And even when R sends out, it becomes a monster move. Great parry right there. Ooh, trying to nair one again. Not able to get it.
Yes, and Bayonetta once again surviving really, really dicey situations with these falling nairs and these falling up airs. This isn't going to do it just yet, but this is a really precarious situation. Rug's been doing a good job at ledge trapping, but coming off the ledge with the aggressive side B, gonna give Puffy one last opportunity to take this game back from Rug's hands.
There we go.
That'll do it. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
What a game, too, honestly. Down to the wire once again. 127 on that final stock for Rug. Like, that was a really, really close game here. And the fact that it's 2 on Rug's favor really doesn't tell the whole story with exactly how strong that Rug and Puffy are both actually playing in this set here.
Fully agree. The Yomi between them has been really good. Like, because we were talking about how like rounded side B just wasn't working out, and then Puffy was like, "All right, screw it," and just went for like diagonal ABKs. It was just kind of like dancing around his shield and his defenses, and just coming at really unique angles and really throwing Rug off his game. But Rug, by that last stock, was able to kind of adapt. Went for that double jump back air, reading the ABK, was able to take the stock. But both players are definitely learning the other person's habits really quickly. So if this isn't going all the way to a game 5, we're going to see some really crazy stuff by the end of it all.
All right, but here we go into the potential final game here if Rug can keep it up. But Puffy definitely not going to be going out without a fight. And going into this set here, this could be huge for this game 3.
All right, nice. Down throw back air, tried and true. And again, Rug is not afraid to use that neutral B. Rug will take that extra 2-3%. Rug will disrupt your neutral. It hasn't really been punished yet. I think the only big punish I could see is like maybe if Puffy starts trying to like witch time the neutral Bs, like maybe, but that's kind of risky.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, but as you can see right now, Rug is doing a fantastic job of kind of keeping the pace here. They got a nice little lead, but we see Puffy again. I feel like Puffy's trying to brute force their game plan through, and it has worked a bit, but they haven't quite been able to close out any of these games yet in their favor.
Yeah, and I haven't seen Rug like die off the top or get like I've seen the combo start from Puffy, but I've never seen like the desired finisher. I think the closest I saw was like they ended a combo with Dare, which is really smart. But other than that, Rug's kind of been able to just. It's one of those things like you're getting hit by this combo, but like it's cool. You're just on thin ice. You're not actually dead, you know.
Right. Okay, well, here we go. Got another grab, put him off stage, using that down neutral B just to create a little bit of disruption here. But we do see Puffy finding the way back onto the stage. The witch time actually going to stave them from the grab, but not stave them from the rest of this combo here. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, I thought we were going to see the drag down up air right there. Yeah, Rug's just in a really good spot. Once again, hanging out of the mid-range, just waiting for Puffy to make a decision. And now we're starting to see Rug get a little bit more aggro, too, and just go for these dash grabs instead.
Yeah, Rug's kind of turning it up to 11 at the moment here. 129, though, could potentially get another Arsene before they lose his stock. Just barely missing it right now.
Great stuff. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that was really good stuff from Puffy to... Because you can drop zone Nair, and you can hold that move for so long, and it catches a lot of people off guard. But the returning Witch Twist, I think Rug thought he was going to get stage spiked. He could have survived if he knew, but unfortunately, yeah, he buffered an air dodge, thinking he's getting stage spiked. And Puffy's back in the game. It's a totally even game right now.
I wouldn't say it's even
Well,
quite yet. It just kind of comes down to if Puffy can really close out the stock without getting too high here.
If we ignore the Arsene in the room.
Yeah,
Theoretically,
even game. Theoretically, yes. And percentage-wise, it's fairly even. Oh! Okay, they're definitely looking away for to close out the stock. They're looking for the ledge trap. I do like the pressure. Unfortunately, you are going to get caught up here, and the rinse cycle coming into play. And look at that. Amazing actually dropping out of that.
Yeah, and that's just what I'm talking about. It's like you've got all the damage from it. You just don't have the finisher that you need. Oh, and the up tilt back air, good attempt. Rug air dodge a little early, but that's good information for Puffy if the set goes on a little longer. He knows the air dodge can mash out of that move.
Okay, ooh,
nice.
Great. Wow, just going for the raw down there. Okay.
Okay. But you know what? I like it. Puffy's like, I'm tired of getting neutral beat. I'm gonna find an answer, and it looks like I guess jump dare was the answer.
Oh my goodness, just continued the run right at them, got the grab. But yeah, this is actually Puffy's, I think, first real lead in this set so far. But 183, I do not think this stock's gonna be lasting much longer. But the problem here is that Rug has taken no damage, another down throw. There it goes, the stock. Great stuff from Rug.
Here's what I'm starting to pick up on. So like, in that situation from the ledge, Puffy can do a bunch of stuff. She can, you can see like double side B, and you can see all this other stuff, or one or two side Bs or whatever. But like, Rug was like, you're gonna be an afterlag after you do all this. So I think that's part of why he was able to kind of keep chasing down with those dash grabs. Because like, she's doing all this, she's getting off the ledge, it looks really intimidating. But if you just wait, there is that afterlag that Bayonetta has to be in, and Rug's just been punishing that.
Yo, Rug has been going for grab after grab after grab. They're just waiting for these incredible punishes because Puffy is kind of just throwing out these moves here. Okay, there we go. Finally gotten hit, but a punish on the dash attack. We got Arsene coming out in a little bit. Bayonetta at 90% side. This is a really tough scenario.
Yeah, this is a rough one. We need this combo to be finished, but no, only gets the first hit. Let's see if this combo can do it instead. No, it's a rough spot. All right, gonna live, but gotta come back against Arsene back air, which is honestly just a jump scare at this point. And the counter is gonna do it.
Yep. The immediate ABK, that is definitely something the Bayos will do in that position. And honestly, Rug was ready for it. What an incredible game from Puffy, being able to try and bring that back. Unfortunately, again, just was not able to close it out. Even with a 3-0 there in Rug's favor, it was still like, it doesn't speak about the full game. Puffy was in it the entire time.
Oh yeah, I mean it was really getting down to the wire. Like especially game 2 and 3, they were like so very close. But I'm so sorry. Someone's couldn't hear.
No, you're all good. You're all good. But yeah, it was definitely a tough spot there, but I believe that is going to be Creek actually taking it 2-1. Can I get any confirmation from the production?
I think it was Creek.
I believe it was
Drum
Creek.
roll.
Yes, it was Creek.
That was
so
Creek.
yes.
Okay.
Honestly, congratulations though. I mean, we did have a strong first game, which I believe was a 3-1. Paraceto switched that Inkling and just went on a roll. Then we had Connor. Then we had Connor versus Ray, or Ray Connor versus H. And that was actually a really fun set to watch. I believe that might have also been a 3-0, but it's still very fun to watch both the players kind of incorporate their game plan with characters that we don't see too often. Pretty mechanically unique characters as well.
Yeah, definitely. I love how much versatility we saw too with Byleth, Mithra, Robin. Like there's so many cool characters we're seeing today. I will say this, I'm saying this earnestly, every player I saw play just now was very good at the game. And there's some of these where like it's a little bit skewed, where like a team is like very heavily leaning on like one specific player. But no, there was a lot of balance between all the teams. I think everyone played really well. I saw a lot of really neat like optimized combos and great neutral overall. But you know, hey, somebody's got to win, and today it just happened to be Creek. But yeah, we're gonna cut to a break. We'll have some more Smash action for you in about 25 minutes or so. So yeah, stay tuned or don't stay tuned. Go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. I'm telling you all to go to the bathroom because that's
Drink water too. Drink water too,
and have some water. Yeah.
All right, we'll be right
see you
back.
guys soon.